So welcome to Boxing Media Hub, proudly in partnership with Falcon Contracting and Jam's Boxing Chat. And with me now, got a special guest. I say special guest, he's part of the furniture. I've got a Hawkan with me this evening. Jam's not feeling too well, so big shout out to Jam. I hope he feels better soon. And yeah, we've got a cracker this weekend. Caroline Dubois versus Jessica Camara for the WBC world lightweight title. It's all happening. It's going to be, I'd say, a good fight, but it's going to be a good fight for Caroline Dubois. Jam made his feelings quite known. If you want to tune in and watch it on Sir Chat a Lot of Boxing, he made it quite clear that he wasn't happy with the opponent that's been chosen for Caroline Dubois. But we'll get into that shortly. Caroline Dubois was last out in August, which she won on unanimous decision. She's 10 fights, 10 wins and 5 knockouts. Jessica Camara was last out in September. She won her last fight, unanimous decision. She's 18 fights, 14 wins and 3 knockouts. This is obviously in the Park Community Arena in Sheffield. So, like Sir Chat a Lot of Boxing just said, Jams let his feelings known. Great viewing. So, yeah, head over to that channel and hit the subscribe button there as well. It was very entertaining. Hawkan, I don't think I've ever seen you that animated, but what's your thoughts on this particular fight?
I think it's a good fight, and fair play to Jessica Camara. That she took this fight. She had an opportunity, I believe, to fight for the as a WBA gold champion to get the fight against Jessica Hahn for the vacant WBA title.
Yeah,
a much easier fight to be world champion at the lightweight. And I think most people have been known that the WBA would be vacant very soon. So she could have waited for that opportunity.
Yeah,
a much easier opportunity to be world champion. So fair play to Jessica Camara that she now will fight probably the best fighter in the division.
No, 100%. I can't disagree.
So so for me, it was the best opponent that Caroline Dubois could have had for this fight. If they have gone down in the pecking order further down, it has been an even worse opponent that they had taken. And Unification Direct wasn't on the card at all with matchroom fighters. So I think it's a good fight.
Well, I'm glad you do, Hawkan, because obviously it's not echoed across everyone, as Jam made it quite clear the other day. But for what for you then? Your prediction of this one? How are you seeing this one?
I rate Caroline Dubois very high, and so with another opponent for Jessica Camara, I would have thought that she would have won the title. She has she has come to away backyard and as an underdog and won. Then she has done it before when she beat Choi in South Korea, and Choi had at the time 21-0 record. So she has done come to someone's backyard and done well. That was a split decision win, and it was from some that it was a question if she should have got the decision that in South Korea. But so I think Caroline Dubois is too good. So so I think that she will win pretty easy anyway. But I think it's a good opponent, and I think Caroline Dubois wins on a unanimous decision, 8-2, something like that.
Yeah, see, I think we're going to see the Caroline Dubois from the start of the career. And I know the career's not very, very long, but we saw a different style, didn't we? A very come out, firing, throwing big shots, come forward fighter. And I think we're going to see that again in this fight. I think Caroline's going to really want to make a statement, because a lot of people are saying, oh, she's been handed the title. You know, like her brother got the same sort of thing, didn't he? You know, oh, they've been handed the title, they haven't earned it.
Yes.
And I think she's going to want to come out, isn't she? And she's going to want to say, well, actually, this is my title, and I'm going to make you know that I've earned this, and this is what I deserve. And I think she'll come out, and I think she'll blow this girl out, 100%. I think she stops this girl, and I can see it in the first half of the fight. I can see it within 4 or 5. I think she's really going to come out, and she's going to put sort of pedal to the floor, as it were, and really go for it. As you say, it could be the best opponent possible, you know, outside of unification and all that side of things. But I think we're just a bit disappointed, because we know how good Caroline Dubois is, and we want to see her in those testing fights, in those bigger fights, because her career's accelerated so fast that she's at that level already. And we want to see how good she really is, don't we? And I think those opponents will come, like you were saying. I think those fights come down the line when there's no other option. You know, other fighters don't have another option to take, but other than Caroline. So she'll get this one out the way, and then she'll move on to what she really wants, which is moving towards the unifications, the undisputeds. They'll come. But she has to almost pin those opponents down to say you've got no other option.
A very long time for Caroline to fight Terry Harper or Beatriz Ferreira. I believe that matchup is Eddie Hearn has said it in Monte Carlo, that he would like to have Terry Harper against Beatriz Ferreira, maybe later this year. And so Caroline can't get any of them until maybe October, November time. So she has
that's what I mean.
To have.
If she keeps winning, though, Håkan, they won't have a chance, will they? Because it narrows who they have to fight. If Caroline keeps winning, they've got no alternative but to fight Caroline, haven't they? She's got to get herself in that position where they have no other option. You know, if they want unification and undisputed, they have to go through Caroline. And it's almost like they're trying to avoid it, aren't they? And I think that's why Jam was a bit miffed, wasn't he? He was a bit pissed off because he wants those fights, doesn't he? Jam was pissed off because he wants to see the big fights, and he was almost like, well, she's against the girl that's like, 14 wins, 4 losses, 3 knockouts. Caroline's just going to steamroll her. That's how Jam was looking at it. So I do get it, but as you say, we've got to be patient, haven't we, for the big fights?
Yeah, but it's a matchroom and boxer situation here. And matchroom will only take the fight if against Caroline Dubois if it's undisputed, I believe. All belts need to be on the line for matchroom, I think, to take the Caroline Dubois fight. That's what I believe. But there is one fighter at the weight that will be a superstar, and that is Shauna O'Keefe.
Yeah.
So Shauna O'Keefe is looking for a European title next, and after that she wants to go for world titles. And I think Shauna O'Keefe is the best fighter at the weight who's not has a world title.
Yeah.
So that's a very 100%. Good fight.
100%.
Maybe in October, November time, when she has fought and probably won very easy the European title. And then next step for Shauna, I think that Shauna O'Keefe could be a very good opponent for Caroline Dubois in maybe later October, November time.
Well, let's wait and see. As I say, everyone in the chat, we want to hear from you. So everyone in the chat, give us your predictions. We want your predictions below. We want to hear from you. Hit the subscribe button, check out the rest of the content, and ding the bell for notifications of all the stuff we've got coming up. We've got some cracking interviews that are coming up. We've got some great prediction shows and also some really good watch-alongs. And keep an eye on the shorts as well. There's a lot of latest news coming out. We're sticking on top of that as well. So, Håkan, thank you very much. I'm going for Caroline Dubois by stoppage. Håkan's going Caroline Dubois on a wide points win. Let's see how this one goes. Håkan, thank you very much, as always, my friend. And love to jam. Hope it feels better soon.
Yeah, and love to jam.
Håkan, see us out.
Have some of this.
See you soon. Take care.
Take care.